Hey, collective. Flip here with another intuitive message. So I'm getting. So I was picking up. The things that I've been picking up have been Louisiana. Um, and I'm getting the boot. Look at this. I bought this today. They sell a little boot vase. It's a mini boot vase. So cute. I just put some flowers in it. But sage. So something about saging your space. Saging any negative energy away from you. Getting away any negative energy. Okay. All right. Okay. Something about something in 2022 perhaps. Somebody could be thinking about you. Somebody that you haven't seen since 2022 maybe. 6, 7. Maybe since like June, July-ish. The summertime. Okay. Um, but okay, so then I was getting the initials. I got the initials M, K, and L. Okay, those three initials. Louisiana. Um, okay, I've been picking up on the solar plexus. Yeah, yellow. Color yellow, solar plexus, sacral, heart chakra. So relationships. And then as I was getting ready to start, shuffling, dealing the cards, I got the song, What Do You Get When You Fall in Love? Nothing but lies and pain and sorrow. All right, and now you seen this fall in love. Okay, what do you get when you fall in love? Nothing but lies and pain and sorrow. I'm picking up on a tubes, something about tubes, columns, but I'm getting like tubes. Remember like when you go to the bank and the drive up in the bank, and they have the tubes like that take the money out or whatever, those things, or prescription, drive up prescriptions or something like that. Those tubes that they have that they shoot the stuff down in, or some kind of like storage tube. Those remind me of like on Timo, I was just looking at these stuffed animal things. They're plastic columns that you use to put all your stuffed animals in. Anyways, so columns, assist. So somebody may want to assist somebody. Stay with us. Somebody may want to stay with somebody and help somebody. Stay with us. We really need each other. Okay, so who's with me? So something about, yeah, I was getting also the number 14, so that's temperance. So this could be a Sagittarius. I was picking up about Archangel Gabriel. Okay, so something about letting light shine. Somebody not wanting to be hidden or something. Something I was getting like hidden in the dark. Somebody doesn't want to stay hidden about something. I don't know, I'm getting that. So this could have been, I don't know. Okay, fall in love. Prodigious, prodigious. Birth of love it is to me. Prodigious. Enchanting love. What are you waiting for? So somebody, I don't know. Backhand. There goes that backhand again. So, falling in love. What is that? Looks like somebody's gonna smack somebody. Swirling. Why am I getting swirling? Love about. There's a lot to love about you. I'm just looking at all these little things there. Anyways, let's see. Tapping. Yeah, revenge. Okay. I was gonna say that. All right. So smack, like something about getting back at someone, because I was like, wait a minute, smack, like return, like smacking back, smacking. Somebody's getting whipped into shape, smacked into shape. Somebody's whipped. Someone could be whipped. I don't know. Let's see, what is that there? Yeah, that kind of looks like a dog. Yeah, is that a dog? His four-legged friend. Yeah, that's a dog. So there's a dog. Okay. Someone could be the year of a dog, but there's a dog there. Like, why does it look like the dog is like hugging something? The dog could be like holding on to something, hugging something. Jumping up on me. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like it's jumping up on something, holding on to something. Anyways, um, smack. So something about revenge, punishment, counterattack. Thy beauty hath made me effeminate in my temper, softened, Valistia. So somebody temper, okay? I'm picking up on something here in the middle of the forehead here again, right here. Yeah, I'm picking up on something there in between the eyes. So somebody's third eye. Revenge. Somebody wanted to get revenge. Enchanting love. Revenge on someone for hurting them. I'm getting. What do you get when you fall in love? Somebody's very conservative, serious. Somebody's very wise, fair, formal. Somebody, maybe is celibate. Something about celibate. Okay, time to say goodbye. So, farewell. Without be gone is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. 35, 35. Something about in the middle of the night, or maybe? Farewell. Reconcile. Resolving conflicts, letting go of the past, forget the hate. Some shall be pardoned, some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. 5-3. That's 3553. Okay, so these birds here. String. Strings. Something about no strings attached. Okay? So somebody confirmation. So you could be someone who's very serious, formal, could be celibate, okay? Somebody that maybe was like a one night stand in the past or something like that, or only would come to see you in the middle of the night, 3 to 5. I'm getting 3 to 5 a.m. Like in the middle of the night, you know, like after, like if you go to the bar, or the club, or whatever, just out. Like after everything, late night, they come to see you. Yeah. Farewell. Time to say goodbye. There's something about revenge, attacks, or somebody wasn't expecting some kind of counterattack or something. Aggression. Yeah, right here. Like she's too fair, too wise, wisely too fair to merit bliss by making me despair. So maybe something happened where you or someone else got fed up, or and got aggressive or something, and somebody really wasn't expecting that of someone. Okay. Forget the hate, let him go on the past. Strings attached, no strings attached. Bounce neck. What is that? A bar? Every Thursday. So somebody could go to the bar like every Thursday, go out every week. Thursday. Some punished, for never was the story more woe. So somebody from the past wants to come back. Yeah. Land of love, balcony. I was getting earlier of I'm not going anywhere or something like that. Standing by. So somebody's down and out. Somebody's down and out. Somebody's been down and out ever since somebody said goodbye, farewell. Balcony, land of love, but soft what light through yonder window breaks is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Keep picking up on the sun too. And I keep getting that. Here comes the sun. Doo 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 doo. Here comes the sun. Da, da. So earlier today, before I left for work, I opened my book, and the first thing was Ace of Cups. And then the second was Two of Pentacles, and then Ace of Swords. So somebody offered a cup of love to somebody that was juggling, somebody that wasn't stable, okay? Yeah. Ace of Swords. Somebody wasn't sure. That's the truth as to why. Um, yeah, Ace of Swords. Somebody was juggling and not being truthful with someone. Love at first sight. I keep getting that too. Like somebody may have not been honest truly about what they were feeling. And so it kind of gave like mixed signals because they could have been acting a certain way, but you could have felt something different from them that they weren't speaking. So you could be someone that is in tune, with the 5D, higher vibrations. So you could feel this person's, higher self and their thoughts about blah, but something is not resonating in the 3D. Just confusion or just holding back what they're feeling. Putting a wall up. Yeah. Rosaline, twin flame. This could be a twin flame. Or somebody that's just like a soulmate or a mirrored soul. Yeah, look, there's a dog there again. Something about dog. I like it. So, something about pictures. Pictures. QR code. Scan here. Okay, well, before I put it on camera, I was getting somebody's thinking about someone's birthday. And, somebody's in despair thinking about someone's birthday and something else. I forgot what the other thing was. The birthday. Banishment. Oh, I'm getting, yeah, okay, so I was getting, all right, yeah. Somebody's in despair thinking about some significant event in which that's it. Like after that, that's when somebody severed ties, banished them, protection for somebody decided to sever ties to protect themselves from being injured further. And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. So for some kind of offense, somebody banished them. Okay, this was a person that would come and call on you. Okay, thank you so much. At nighttime, a lot, especially. Fall in love. So this is somebody that may have fell in love with you at first sight. This person, yeah. This person could have fell in love with you at first sight. Strongest person. I don't know, I'm getting something about cheeks, butt cheeks, I don't know. Fall in love. Sounds like your butt. Eager. Eager, okay? So somebody, immediate action. Okay, so somebody misses when somebody was eager to come together with them. Romantic night. Yeah. Somebody misses that. Time to say goodbye. Farewell. Balcony. Land of the banishment. Severing ties. Protection from further injury. Eager. Immediate action. Driving back shadows of Lauren Hills. Be thoughts which 10 times faster than the sunbeams. Driving back. Romantic night. Romantic entanglement. Sexual encounter. Go. Get thee to thy love as we decreed. I was been picking up on 3-3 all day today, so Act 3, Scene 3. So the number 3 can be significant. Eager, romantic night. Okay, so somebody. I'm getting scarf. Something about a scarf. Romantic night. Fall in love. Disguise. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I was getting it. So somebody was eager to like, it was eager to wait for someone to leave or wait something. You see how somebody's watching for somebody? So somebody could have been waiting for someone to leave or waiting for something. Okay? Something that they were keeping eager. Romantic entanglement, sexual encounter. Fake death. Disguise, concealment, keeping secrets, hidden truth. So something about, yeah, so this was somebody that may have been sneaking off and you didn't know that. This could have been someone that was sneaking off, I'm telling you. Could have had somebody, could have lived with somebody, I don't know. But this is somebody that kept you in the dark, kept you as a secret, kept disguised from someone. I don't know if it was from another lover or from someone they felt wouldn't accept it. Something like that. I'm down. Concealment, keeping hidden truth. So something about hidden. So somebody was kept secret, misunderstanding, misinterpretation, misinformation, ineffective communication. Oh, much I fear some ill, unthrifty thing. There goes Act 5, Scene 3 again. Okay, misinterpretation, misunderstanding, reading. Okay, something about reading in the newspapers. Oof, what? Oh, much I fear some ill, unthrifty thing. Misinformation, ineffective communication, misinterpretation. Somebody. Survive and thrive, yeah. What is this misunderstanding? What is this? Misunderstanding. King of Cups. Never been a better time. Misunderstanding, misinterpretation, misinformation, ineffective communication. Emotional. King of Cups. So, King of Cups? Why is this misunderstanding? Okay, so Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there was a misunderstanding. All right, yeah, betrayal. Ten of Swords. So whatever happened, this ineffective communication, this misinformation, whatever misinterpretation that caused banishment, yeah, it was some kind of breakdown. It was a collapse. It was a some maybe bitterness or somebody didn't want to deal, was tired. Okay, yeah. So somebody was tired of dealing with having, okay, so maybe somebody wasn't communicating, so somebody could have been someone that was visiting them in all times of night, wouldn't communicate a lot, like was really getting someone kind of upset, okay, to a point where they could have threatened to attack someone, possibly. You could have threatened to attack someone. You probably got fed up or something. Yeah. Endings, defeat, which caused a major ending, some bad mouthing, bitterness, okay? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so something about loyalty, yeah, and being someone reliable and somebody committed, patient. You're somebody that was loyal, patient, but something about slow coming with communication. Somebody got tired of waiting, or somebody got tired of dealing with ineffective communication. Okay, yeah, Five of Swords. Communication, compromise, lack of communication. Somebody got tired of not having communication. Okay? Somebody is an alcoholic or is drinking a lot. Okay, maybe somebody would go for like 3 days without calling someone or something like that. Three. I don't know. I don't know. This King of Cups would be like overwhelmed. Maybe somebody that was overwhelmed with their emotions. Somebody drinking a lot. Emotions. Yeah. What the hell is that? What is that, bro? I'm always curious to see what the hell that is. Breathe again. Abandonment. Okay, so something about this ineffective communication triggering some kind of abandonment or something. Abandonment wounds. Somebody had to sever ties to protect themselves because of maybe this, toxicity, whatever. It triggers your wounds. If you're healing about, yeah, you'll have to sever ties. Yeah. Okay, the Emperor. Dependability. This was not somebody that was dependable. Yeah. Someone that could have been stubborn. Something that you had no control over. That was throwing off focus. That was just, yeah. Could have had you feeling anxious, overwhelmed, all up in your head. Like, no. Yeah. Nine of Swords. The Devil. Yeah. Had you all up in, yeah, Five of Cups. Jeez. So this ineffective communication, misunderstandings, whatever, that caused this ending, um, because somebody wasn't consistent, somebody wasn't, you know, didn't start off with a solid foundation, okay? Knight of Cups. And so this caused a lot of anxiety for you, or unhappiness, or just burdened, or something like that. Or this person could have been going through that as well, like dealing with, yeah, secrecy. Something about hopelessness. Yeah, but somebody anxious. Perspective clashing. Yeah, it got someone to a point where you were so caught up in your head, it was all you were thinking about, could have been all you were thinking about, obsessing about it, obsessing about why, it could it could trigger those things in you, those codependent behaviors or whatever. Yeah, okay, codependent behaviors because, if something about something in childhood, paternity, like issues, if you were somebody that had absentee or were abandoned or something like that when you were young, um, didn't get a lot of attention or something like that, were neglected, the trauma that you have, it can trigger you to have those behaviors. And if somebody comes in mimicking them, how you felt at that time, those behaviors will come back again, in which it causes, sadness, grief, despair, abandonment, yeah, trauma. There we go, Five of Cups, and emotional instability. Yeah, the Star. Yeah, man. And putting you in a state of despair, focusing on the negative, having a lack of faith, and you shouldn't be feeling like that. You should be serene. You should be positive. You should be hopeful. You should be, have faith, healing. You shouldn't be feeling in despair over, friendships or despairing over whether if you come together, if someone's going to abandon you, okay, cause you unhappiness, you know. Satisfaction, yeah. Moving on. 9-9, withdrawal. Somebody's sad for causing such hopeless despair, for planting seeds of, you know, of, sad memories of coming together. Yeah, not happy times. Friendship. Ending a friendship, walking away, abandoning, walking away. Somebody was being very defensive, yeah. And somebody could have been, just would isolate a lot. Could have been, yeah, antisocial, holding back. Yeah. Somebody would go, yeah, so somebody would go, like maybe go ghost or something like that, or isolate after being intimate. Yeah. After being passionate, they would isolate. Three of Wands. Foresight, investment, Page of Pentacles. Somebody was happy with Page of Pentacles. Looking for me. Take advantage of opportunities. Let's see here. Highest of standards, okay? Illusions. Deception, trickery, manipulation. Allegations. Oh, so somebody was being manipulated. Somebody was narcissistic, okay, and didn't care. Somebody was narcissistic and didn't care. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Didn't care about coming in, being in this devilish energy, getting this Knight of Wands, one night stand energy, bullshit. Yeah, Page of Wands. Look at that. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. I'm telling you, immediate action. And somebody, I'm telling you, somebody misses when somebody was more open. Somebody misses how someone used to be. I don't want to get in that. When someone was more open to coming together and being more in this devilish energy, to be passionate and maybe to reach out. Okay. Phone calls, messaging. Okay. Something about, yeah, escalate. Okay, 13, death. Endings. It's been, yeah. I'm willing to let go of past version of myself. So somebody uh, is thinking about someone before they changed how they were, something like that. Yeah. Before this ending happened, before someone was trying to change negative patterns or something, the sun rising, rising. Capricorn, that's devil energy, rising. So someone could be a Capricorn, or somebody could be a Capricorn South. So somebody like when you're on your South node, Capricorn, not in your North node. Armor, yeah, someone could like when you don't have armor on, like when you're more beep, when you're more open. Bear, like, bad timing. Somebody wants to come towards you, okay? But they're in their head thinking about whether to come in, when to, okay? They want to come in. They're yearning to come in and have a reunion, but something about they want to be more giving, generous, something about you, they miss your generosity, your generous energy, da da, and they're just in reminiscing about how devilish they were. And I'm getting something about flipping the script or da da. This person wants to give to you, okay? Something about maturity, growing up. This person's yearning to come through to give some kind of kindness and goodwill for someone, to help somebody. Security. They want to be somebody. So yeah, King of Pentacles. So it could be a Capricorn. Capricorn, Earth sign, something. Somebody could have Capricorn in their chart. Okay, King of Pentacles, footstool. I'm getting make a footstool while you're enemies or something like that. And that's what you did, goat. You made a footstool out of your enemies. Huh. In limbo, yeah. Something about leaving somebody in limbo. No more. Somebody knows that somebody's not waiting or not stuck in limbo. That somebody's willing to move forward. Somebody's willing to let go of the past. Okay? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's committed to working on their success, you know? Yeah, somebody's committed to working on ending these repetitive negative patterns. Somebody's learning patience. Yes. Somebody just decided to work on their work, like work on their self, work on committing to their work on committing to their spiritual path, to learning a new thing, new job, whatever it is. Somebody committed to working on themselves and focusing on that instead of constantly being up in their head thinking about a player or somebody who's coming in to not being fair, instead of getting drawn and okay, so energy. So somebody, you could have been somebody that would, be more apt to getting into like arguments or, yeah, trying to make progress, something, I don't know. But now you're more guarded, fairness. Now you don't give a shit. Now you're like, okay, whatever, bye. And this has this person feeling overwhelmed and anxious, defeat, Five of Swords, about how to find some kind of resolution, how to compromise, how to come communication. They know somebody don't is moving on, is working on moving forward. Reflecting. Reflecting. And this person's reflecting on how they were, how they treated somebody, how they weren't fair. Yeah, how they were, yeah, just being not fair to somebody, okay? And now they're feeling anxious, drinking a lot, thinking about, yeah, sabotaging, thinking about all this underhanded behavior. But they want, stood your ground, yeah. They're in their head thinking about this, and they know why you are defensive. They know why you're challenging, that you're opposing them. They know why. Yeah, rejecting. Seven of Wands, Four Cups. That they know why you're apathetic in your whole, your You're standing ground. You had to stand up for yourself while, yeah, you had to fight your own corner. Always. Nobody was by your side. Protective, defensive, determined. You're taking the high road. They see this. They see that you are taking the high road. That you're not going to be all emotionally immature. That you're not going to be all blah, crazy, acting crazy, bullying and being aggressive. Da da. They know that. They know you're just going to chalk it up, and walk away. Yes, take the high road. Holding your own. You're able to hold your own. Yeah. Okay. So now this person is feeling apathetic. Like this person is focusing on how they treated you. Yes. You know what? Someone could have been, I don't know. But they regret it because they could have, been somebody that kind of would, I don't know, challenge you. Yeah, challenge you. On purpose, perhaps. Self-sabotaging behavior. Intentional. They would intentionally try to trigger you or something. Using silence. Oh my God. So this person uses silence to trigger you. And now that it's on the other foot, they don't like it. So this person is someone that may have used silence to trigger you or something. That's what I'm saying. And then when you just let it go and now you're silent, now they're focusing on regret and all their missed opportunities and remorse, depression. They could be bored. Maybe they're bored with someone they chose to go towards. 66, or the road less traveled. 46666. Hesitating. They regret on hesitating. Okay. Slow down. Halt. 56. They regret not taking the cup you had to offer. They regret being up and down with their energy and their communication. Yeah, the imbalance. They regret the imbalance. They regret breadcrumbing you. 6 of Pentacles. 666. A warning. 666. Yeah. So somebody regrets doing this to somebody. Because I feel like once somebody cut off the energy, like that's it. Take the high road. Decided to move forward. Da da da. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So 666. So the lovers. So this imbalance because they didn't give you assistance, they didn't give you support. Yeah, this was somebody that breadcrumbed you, and you were someone that was always kind, willing to support, willing to invest. And this person just seen it as a sexual connection, I guess. Okay. Transition, calmer waters, healing, progress, moving on, moving forward, things coming down, relief, stability. So I'm getting you or someone, maybe that someone is an escape for someone. I was getting that. So they miss being around your healing energy. Like I'm getting someone could have had like, a whole life hidden or so many problems about they just try to hide from someone. And you were this person's way of, yeah, they were feeding off your loving energy. You're a healer. So they liked coming together. the intimacy. They liked your support, your generosity, your kindness. Um, relief, escaping, running away. This person was running away from something, trying to escape some hardship, calming down. So that's what they liked, that you helped them to calm down or overcome some hardship or something. Three of Pentacles, commitment, collaboration, teamwork, determination, dedication. So this person, you ended it, move forward, committed to moving forward, committing to ending dealing with any kind of players, not being in your emotions, staying your ground, taking the high road. This person is in regret for rejecting you, and regret for just not, for being imbalanced, not being someone that could be accountable, causing disharmony. This person desires you, yeah, but assistance, moving forward to calmer waters. So this person could see you. Okay, I was getting that. I also got that, seeing you, like, uh, seeing a change right before their eyes. So right after something happened or something could have took place, somebody started changing, somebody started healing, somebody started growing, yeah, yeah, somebody started healing, progressing. You could have been getting more money or something. Yeah, you could have got a job, working. You started building on success. Okay? So somebody sees you maybe you're working on some gifts or something, a new job, studying something. You invested in yourself, okay? You started investing in yourself. No more of this devilish toxic energy, okay? Ace of Cups, you invested in your own love, your happiness, new beginnings, okay? Joy. Ace of Cups. Joy, happiness, yeah. You were focused on your joy, your happiness, okay? Balancing. So, something about your cups. Okay. And this person, meanwhile, as you're finding a new beginning and finding balance, this person is sad and despairing over, yeah, you're the star, okay? 25. This person could just be feeling up and down in their emotions. Up and down. I don't know why I'm getting money. Money? Transferring money. Helping your neighbors. Jupiter, okay, Jupiter energy. So someone's expanding, okay? While somebody is trying to balance some up and downs they're going. Someone could be dealing with some up and downs, okay? Something with financial, some court things. Rubbers. What was she thinking? I don't know. I'm getting coverage, protection, trigger, protection. Somebody had to move forward, okay, in order to protect themselves. Protect from being up and down, grief, despair, star energy, healing, renewal, travel. When a Three of Cups. So something about traveling, happy times. Heartbreak, emotional stability. Yeah, so somebody wanted to move forward, okay? Somebody wanted to move forward. Somebody has remorse. Pain, excruciating. Someone's going through excruciating pain. Rejuvenating, healing. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Amazing. Positive change. Someone's positive change is nothing short of amazing. Somebody was really struggling. Somebody was feeling like the world was against them, dealing with financial loss, dealing with struggle, dealing with so many things. Okay? Dealing with, and then decided to just not deal with it. Seven of Cups, 5-7. So I'm getting Mercury, communication, travel. Mercury's travel, communication. So something about somebody is really having some positive change after gaining some kind of clarity about something. Mercury. So somebody is definitely has some positive change, improve it, blah blah. Once they let go of some kind of uh once they let go of some kind of fantasy or illusion or something, imagination, somebody's seeing this, security. Somebody's seeing someone as stable, grounded, successful, mature, okay? What was she thinking? Am I crazy? So somebody was thinking about something. Somebody could have been up in their head about a King of Pentacles, all right? That kept them stuck for a while and unable to move forward. So someone could have been hung up on a King of Pentacles, all right? Which kept someone stuck from moving forward, okay? And this could have caused some This could have caused some setbacks or something. It was a disruption. Welcome change. Too much to bear. Okay, so something could have been too much to bear for someone at the time. Something that somebody was going through may have been for too much to bear for someone. Okay. But now somebody's getting good luck. Okay. Somebody's getting fortune. The wheel is turned in someone's favor. Okay. News. So something could change now that someone has let go of this. Something's going to turn the wheel in which something's going to gain momentum. I'm getting that. Something is about to turn. Okay. Meanwhile, somebody's dealing with some setbacks. So this person is dealing with setbacks. This person is dealing with setbacks. They left someone out in the cold. This person left you out in the cold. Okay? Suffering. Okay. Well, not this person left you. This person was making you feel not good. So once you severed ties, um, the wheel started changing for this person. And better for you, worse for them. This person could be indulging. You do know where she is. Hmm. Seven. Oh. 07. 007. Bond. James Bond. So somebody bond jail. Somebody could be out on bond right now. Some of them could be James. Or somebody could have a bond with someone named James. Okay. No obstacles will stop me now. So somebody has overcome some obstacles. Okay. Or someone's determined to try to overcome some obstacles. Oh, okay. So somebody thought that somebody was going, that they, I'm telling you, somebody was shocked by somebody's behavior. I'm telling you, somebody, aggression, self-discipline. Somebody's very disciplined, okay? And fool. Cancer. Yeah, the wheel is turning. Somebody is getting victory, working hard, overcoming. And then meanwhile, somebody is getting bad luck and feeling foolish. This person's feeling foolish for having no self control, I guess. This person could have been acting, yeah, and challenging you. This person could have challenged you, could have just act very out of control, just didn't have any control. 999 challenge. The hangman. Release. 999 challenge. So release. Somebody didn't think somebody was going to change and release certain things. Warnings. Somebody didn't think someone was going to be able to change and release the old past, like patterns, blah blah. Somebody didn't think that somebody was going to be able to detach. Hanging. Somebody left someone hanging. Somebody never expected someone to leave them hanging. Ace of Wands. Hangman. Despair. Somebody's despairing. Okay? That they were left hanging. Somebody left them hanging. Somebody really, really, really. I'm telling you, somebody was. I don't know why I'm getting somebody could have. I don't know, something about when somebody's detached from coming together with them. Okay, somebody felt left behind or hurt when somebody changed their way, started living a different lifestyle or something like that. Something about malicious gossip. Somebody could have been talking bad about someone, or someone could have been. Somebody could have been talking bad about somebody on social media. Causing disharmony. I'm getting Ouija board. Illusion. So something about something that somebody was sharing on social media. Disinterest. So somebody started showing disinterest towards somebody somebody stopped, once somebody wasn't, yeah, somebody was showed disinterest once somebody um, wasn't willing to be intimate, okay? Was direct about the fact that they didn't want to be intimate, okay? That they were changing, that they were more on their spiritual, they were working on their celibacy. Yeah, they were going through awakening, spiritual awakening. They were learning karmic lessons, doing shadow work, all that. Somebody was discontent over this change. Disinterest. Uncertain. But somebody was uncertain about. Somebody was uncertain. This is lack of growth. Magician, the world, burden, disappointment. Yeah, so somebody was burdened when someone closed out a cycle or something. Don't become too comfortable. Okay, so maybe somebody was used to this. Somebody is used to dealing with, like, somebody can tell. Like someone, you could be very intuitive, and this is what I'm saying. Like you would be able to pick up after being intimate about the disinterest that all of a sudden would come, like no communication or blah blah or something like that. Yeah, Queen of Wands, in which, am I crazy, or yeah, in which you would annoy, in which you would question yourself, like you would try to maybe give excuses as to why they were not communicating, as to why, yeah, they were hurtful, or you left behind, or they weren't being talkative. Yeah, that they weren't. Yeah, that they would. Okay, so you would be able to tell when somebody would all of a sudden show disinterest or something, pull back. All right. Yeah. Really pushy, overbearing, self-righteous, busybody. So you would be able to tell. Okay, so mental activity. Big change up. She sees the moment, jumping around. Direct, honest, quick-wit, talkative, impatient, impulsive, intellectual, daring, rebellious. So when you would start feeling like that, maybe you started getting hot-tempered, and something about, I don't know, angry, hurtful, rude, the Hierophant. Yeah, like conformity, knowledge, education, beliefs. Yeah, something about unconventional relationships, like, but anyways, but somebody could tell when somebody would, switch up, from being passionate to being like showing disinterest. Something about judgment, compose. Something about how somebody would compose themselves, which would cause someone to, you feel, yeah, which, okay, so here goes, which would cause you to feel insecure and maybe be a little overbearing when you would feel neglected or something like that. Need to know. Yeah, something about, yeah, you're just closing out these karmic cycles, man, and moving forward. Yeah, you're moving forward, closing out these cycles, focused on getting over, your duties. You have your duties. You have so much on your shoulders already, dealing with whatever. You don't need more issues, okay? Something about, yeah, closing out a cycle, because constantly always having to close out cycles with people out of disappointments, da, 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 burden. Yeah, that you always have to move forward. Maybe every time you make plans about blah, it never comes through. You always have to move forward. Yeah. Uphill, taken for granted. Someone's always constantly feeling taken for granted. Okay. Sun. If somebody's moving towards success, freedom, joy, fun, confidence, happiness. Okay. This is a breakthrough. Somebody's going to have a breakthrough. Yeah, this was a breakthrough. When somebody realized the truth or something, or when somebody decided to focus on themselves and focus on what is the truth and not focus on illusions. Okay, that's what I was getting. I wasn't sure with the illusions. So you could have been somebody that maybe before was like play a naive or win along with illusions, or really would try to tell yourself something that wasn't real. Like, but now like you're seeing it clearly, and you don't care to hold back and speak your truth, or you know what I mean? You're able to see right away. You're a force, okay? Mental clarity, breakthroughs. Yeah. Now you communicate how you feel right away. You don't hold back. You could have been someone that would hold back and like kind of like, oh, maybe I'll try to work it out, but no. Now you sever ties. Feel hostility, clarity, air sign, crown, mental clarity. Yeah, like anything that is does not come with mental clarity, you need to move on from. Bottom line, that's that simple. It's that freaking simple. That simple. Any behavior, like anything that gives you any kind of misunderstanding, fuck it, move forward. Like, nah, that's how clear you're seeing. You're clairs. You have clairs. You can see. That's why somebody knows. You can see everything. You have all the clairs. You see clearly now. There's no ifs and but. You're forced. You know. You don't go back. Yeah. You know the truth now. You broke through. You're not in those naive maybe ways about you before, caught up in these traumas or whatever emotions that kept you failing after, every time you had a new, every time you think it was success, having a breakthrough, something, a tower would happen. Okay. But now, yeah, confusion. The confusion would cause some kind of tower moment for you. Trauma is the trauma. More and more though. Uh yeah. Clarity. Holding on. Firm grip. Firm grip. Force. Somebody try to let go of forcing things in their life. Somebody's just going with the flow, blah, blah, blah. Somebody probably kept going through these things because somebody was like avoiding seeing the truth or something about something. So something had to fall, like, in order to bring in some kind of balance. I know my extremes now. I seek peace. Serenity, balance, soulmates. Three of Cups, reunion. Hmm. But yes, you knew somebody had other options, okay? Too, you could tell. Like, or that would be kind of the confusion. Like now like if somebody leaves you confused, if somebody comes into the three does, now, like obviously they have somebody else, third party. Yeah. Travel. Yeah. If somebody was overindulging, man, drinking a lot. Somebody drinking a lot. Okay, Two of Cups, King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So somebody, yeah, so you let someone on the call because somebody would made you feel like an option, okay? Somebody had other options and put you in a third party, okay? This person was in a relationship. This is what I was saying. You started peeping games. You started realizing this person was trying to hide all this from you. Yeah. But they were in a partnership that was very imbalanced, okay? That caused them a lot of unhappiness. Okay, this King of Wands, and then they see you single and happy. I'm telling you, chilling, happy, freedom, and that's what they yearn for, you know? But they might have felt stuck, unable to sever ties, unable to end whatever partnership they were in. So instead of doing the right thing, they decided to, um, you know, try to get away with what they could. Um, and be nasty and abusive and yeah, to a divine feminine. Okay? Something about, yeah, somebody's yearning to have to reunite. Okay? Generosity, emperor, distraction. Anyways. Yeah, so misunderstanding. Effective communication. Yeah. Apothecary. Okay, so I don't know. I was picking up on some spells. Yeah, or some. Yeah, revenge. Apothecary. So I don't know. I was picking up on some of you. It's not for everybody. Want somebody is so bothered by your success and so bothered that that you're not even thinking about, not phased by them, and that they lost in their eyes. This person is doing spell work to try to get revenge on you, and it's not working. They could been doing love magic to get you to, not be away from them, but it's not working. You're resisting them. Yeah. Face your heart. Do not follow blindly. So somebody really was trying to do whip something up in the kitchen now, whether that's spell work, whether it was just being manipulative, knew that they were just trying to get to you to get some kind of revenge. My poverty, not thy will, consents. Yeah, consents. My poverty, but not my will, consents. So talking about consenting, someone could have drugged somebody. Okay, compensation. Okay, so something about getting compensation for being drugged. Somebody, somebody could have drugged somebody for resisting them. But yeah, something about drugging. Okay, punishment, resisting, keeping secrets, hidden truth, revenge, punishment. So somebody could be trying to do some spell work and then to try to, get some revenge or something like that. But something about it, everything's going back. It's not working. It's not working. Quickly changing moods. Allergic. You could be getting rashes all over you or something. That could be because somebody's sending you negative work or something like that. Spell work. They could be trying to send you to have like heart attack spells or like, you know what I mean? Things like that, like death magic. Okay? Accelerate, bring forward, make promise. Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Yeah, somebody's trying to get someone to submit. Vile submission. Look, this person passed out. They were trying to accelerate something. Getaway. They were trying to get, like, move for, make progress. Like, they were trying to get somebody maybe to come forward, or, yeah, somebody loyal, devoted, wild, frenetic. I keep getting a journal, notes, writing, a book. Something about writing in a book. Seeking help, a journal. Someone could be writing in a journal. Somebody could have a book, a journal, like spells or something. Like somebody could have a journal on you or something. I don't know, or a book, something like that. And maybe they're using this as they're using it as a way to try to. Someone could be doing divination on you too. Focus. There's a butterfly. Change. Talk in conference. Consult. I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear the must, and nothing may prorogue it. On Thursday next be married to this county. Somebody. Secret help. Keeping secrets. Talking. So somebody could be trying to talk to somebody, maybe a spiritual advisor or something like that. I was getting that. Maybe to see how to overcome some kind of obstacles, cross the barrier, protection, kindness, undertake. Yeah, on how to. Somebody could be seeking help on how to cross that barrier to come and try to. To reconcile, I'm getting kindness, undertake. I'll be deaf to pleading excuses, nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. So somebody knows that somebody doesn't want to hear excuses or any bullshit or blah blah blah. Yeah. Somebody didn't protect somebody. Okay? Somebody didn't take in someone's kindness. Somebody didn't. Somebody wasn't. Somebody took someone for granted. Okay? Yeah. Somebody took someone for granted. Keeping secrets, hidden truth. Somebody was trying to conceal something. Conceal something. Poison. Okay, somebody could have been poisoning someone. So I've been feeling sick all the time. So somebody that somebody was with was poisoning them. I'm picking up on that too. So somebody else, somebody that was with a long-term relationship with someone could have been poisoning them somehow. Trying to, yeah, trying to cause death, an early death. But also I'm getting like, if it wasn't they were poisoning you, somebody was poisoned to your soul. Somebody that you're with was poison to your soul, and it like drained you and it made you unhealthy, sick. Look at that. There's a shadow there. So somebody was a dark shadow over. Somebody has a dark shadow over them. A female has a dark. Yeah, okay. So this person could have been is doing magic on your love life. Yeah, look. You see that there's like a dark shadow there over her. She's right there, and Romeo's on the bottom. Okay? So sorry. You see somebody watching right there? I don't know. I feel like that's the person that's sending that Dark entity. So somebody could be could have been doing things in order to ruin like a new relationship. No friendly drop to help me after I will kiss thy lips. This person could have been doing magic in order to stop a new relationship from blossoming. Romeo, yeah. Trying to get someone to change their mood, change their passion towards somebody. Yeah, but you're protected. Yeah. Protection. You're protected from this. You're protected from this. Yeah. I defy you, stars. So somebody could be upset that somebody's protected. Okay? Aggressiveness. And that somebody's in solitude. And somebody, yeah, is nice and calm, chilling. Somebody's protected. There's nothing is going to. Somebody could have been trying to get somebody to. Yeah, like somebody could have been attacking someone to. Like, your inner voice, to quiet your intuition. They want to quiet your intuition. They want to block your third. Okay, so that's why I seen the thing in the between the eye, the revenge. They're trying to block your third eye. Yes, they don't want you to be able to listen to yourself, to calm down, to make the right choices. They're trying to disguise something. They don't want you to see something. They don't want you to see something. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, concerns, worry, risk. Heard a voice. That's what I'm saying. They don't. Like they know you get messages and stuff, and they're trying to silence that voice or something. What? They're trying to silence that voice. Kindness, loving. They like when you were, yeah, you're a healer. You could be a nurse. You're a healer. But they like, yeah, thou will fall backward when thou has more wit. So they want someone to fall backwards. When someone was more loving and kind, when instead of like, yeah, instead of being someone's made more aggressive now, like someone's like, more not willing to heal everybody, not willing to just be giving and da da da. Yeah, no more indecisiveness. Someone's more firm. Okay, courage, perseverance. Okay, betray, divergence, different values, thought manipulation. Somebody who's trying to betray someone's thoughts, trying to get someone to have a change of heart. Yeah, that's crazy. Distance, the separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. That's in reverse. So somebody wants to take a leap of faith to end the separation. Different paths. Gratitude. Somebody's overthinking. Okay. Grateful. Overthinking. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which aren't there first. So somebody's grateful that somebody's not overthinking anymore. Deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. Overthinking, deception. Somebody doesn't want somebody in their head overthinking about them being deceptive. Okay? Yeah, look over the need to control. So somebody may want to come in, okay, knowing maybe that somebody's been through this and somebody's like, someone may want to come in to try to, okay, this new person or this person, this soulmate, okay, is something that's magnetic, something to be grateful, some redirect energy. Somebody doesn't want somebody overthinking, okay, thinking that they're being deceptive. They don't, yeah, they want someone to stay optimistic. Nothing's gone wrong. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the signs. Keep the door open. Forgive and release. Be present. Free yourself. Yeah. So as soon as you freed yourself, you took your power back. And now someone wishes that they express their love. Pay attention to the red flags. Somebody wishes that they would express something more. Yeah, actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone's feeling, watch what they are doing. They really wish they would have put more effort in to be present with someone. They wish they would have made more effort to show somebody that they were grateful for them, to not to not to not be harmful to somebody, to not trigger somebody, okay? Oh, this person could know that you deal with that a lot and that they were someone that maybe had the same energy and they don't, or similar energy, even though it could be different things, it could show up the same for some reason. But there's somebody that's coming in that wants to show you, treat you like their princess or their prince or the queen or the king or whatever. They want to treat you good. They want to hang out and stuff. They want to do things together. Super wholesome.